All the options is the
Alright, welcome everyone. And yeah, I don't know why OBS failed. I tried reinstalling, downgrading, upgrading, and finally built it from source. And then I used like some kind of Russian website to get some extra line that I needed to translate. Oh, I don't know, but we are here finally. All right. Yeah. So in this stream, my goal is crazy and funny. Yeah, and a little bit stupid. I don't know. Like OBS started first, then I created this layout. Um, then I clicked on start streaming. Then it has had like some kind of encoder error, and then I restarted my laptop. Tried OBS again, and it didn't even start anymore. Just had a sec hold. But whatever. Um, Finally, we're here. So yeah, today I want to work on a new project, um, which I can show you. Well, actually, it doesn't have like any README yet or whatever, but can also. I thought there was this weird way of sending stuff in the chat, but let's just start Twitch. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I'm currently working on a chess engine in Go. I started learning Go 1.5 weeks ago, I think. So everything probably looks crappy. Um, but I always need some kind of like project to learn the programming language. Um, and I always wanted to create a chess engine. So here we are. Um, yeah, I think first of all, I would like to like maybe go through the code a little bit, um, and then see how far we can get. Talk through some kind of problems I had in between and stuff like that. All right. So first of all, let's see whether this works. That is actually not working correctly. That doesn't look too bad. Okay. So yeah, one can make simple moves now. captures, stuff like that. Everything works. But yeah, you currently have to play against yourself basically, and in the long run, I of course want to build the engine and then play against the engine. And currently the only thing that I know that it isn't implemented yet is promotion, but maybe we'll find some other bugs in between. There was one position I found which is quite interesting. That's the last one I tried to solve. So actually in this position the pawn just moved 2 up, and now it's black's turn, and there's this en passant rule in chess, which means like basically capturing the pawn because it just rushed left or right to you, and you don't allow that, so you basically want to capture it like this, and then this one is gone. The problem there is then it will open this rook up and you will kind of check yourself, which is disallowed. And there's actually the same situation on this side, such that this one can move forward now but can't capture this one. So I can actually, wait, it's not, it's black's turn. Yeah, basically, what did I say? It's black's turn. Okay, so now this one can be captured. That's what I meant. All right. That looks good. So yeah, so basically I have this, and I don't know whether the structure makes any sense or not. I have this example folder where I just have this Ghess.run. This one was just some profiling testing, and then I have this Ghess folder which includes this public thing with some JavaScript, like HTML stuff, and then I have like my main package. I don't know what kind of arrows it has to be read, some kind of like this one's, but it's actually installed, but maybe I installed it wrongly or whatever. Go is a little bit weird. I actually don't need this anymore. Yeah, then like the whole idea is basically that I have pieces and the board, and the board like has the structure of position to piece, and the position is from 0 to 63 basically, and the piece is like we also have 32 pieces at maximum, like starting position. You can't create new pieces, you can just promote them later on. And I wanted to have that the ID was piece 0, so like if this one maps to 0, it shouldn't map to a piece, so the first one is just empty. Then I have like the IDs of the white pieces, the IDs of the black pieces, and the position of white pieces as like a binary mapping, which is quite nice. That which I didn't realize until like quite recently, is that the chessboard has 64 squares, which is quite nice when you have like 64-bit integers. So basically every piece has like the normal integer position and also the binary representation, and go back to the chessboard. Basically, it starts from here 0, 1, 2, 7, 8, 63. Sorry. Yeah, then I have like this movement binary movement. So whenever I have like a B at it, it's basically stands for binary bits representation of whatever. And this moving is basically the combination of all movements of all black pieces or white pieces, which is also basically what you can see. I think it's white's turn, right? Yeah. So white can capture this one, but can't go like jump over it, and stuff like that. And for like the other color, it's a little bit different. You also can kind of capture your own pieces. I mean, it's not your turn anyway, so you can't move it. It's just for like debugging and to show like the general implementation of it, because that makes sense when you have the case like this, and now this one can, like the king cannot capture the pawn because someone, like another black piece, like in this case those two, they actually have a vision on, like a defender vision on that piece. But like you can go in front of the pawn because it can move to the front if like it's black's turn, but it can't defend to the front. So that is a legal move. So everything is a little bit, not a little bit, is quite complicated, in my opinion. So yeah, that's the way I test this. Maybe also interesting is the following, and then we can go further if you're interested. Like basically I start from the starting position and I can make some moves, and then I use Stockfish, which is like an open source, very good, strong chess engine, and it has this client tool, which I can also show you. Oh, I cannot show you. What is this? Oh, this one. Okay. So basically, I didn't want to do that. So basically I can start Stockfish, and then I can say position start pos, and then I can have a look at the position, which is actually, oh, okay, it's actually the full position. Maybe I can just use this now, and then you can do like compute the number of possible move combinations for the first 3 half moves. So basically one half move is one move for one color, and there are 8,902 of those combinations, and that's basically one test case, and if that one fails you can debug it with those. So this means if I move this pawn from a2 to a3, then there are 380 possibilities for black moves and then my moves. So like then they are only 2 more half moves, right? Um, yeah, and that's what I do here, and I calculated it up to 6 half moves, and there's also like a chess yeah, this one. There's also a chess wiki which has this computed. I don't know how, like, I don't want to test that. It will just take too long to actually compute that. So for depths of 6, it takes like something more than 10 seconds, I think. And this one is like half a second, I believe. And then you also have some more information. So for example, I don't have implemented promotions yet, so this one will definitely fail. And yeah, I think this one is the next one I checked up to, like this one, because I don't have promotions. This is the en passant position, which is like super crazy, which is just fixed today. And give me a second. Yeah, and I haven't looked at the other ones yet. Okay, here I can also only go to depths of 6 because I don't have promotion yet. And I will not say that again. I don't have promotion yet. Okay, let's. So the nice thing, maybe, yeah, I like this test design quite a bit. I think I also want to have something similar for my constraint solver, to be honest, because their testing, it takes a lot of space. And here I can just say, like, this is my start position, then go over the test cases, and then error and stuff like that. But like generating the test case is quite easy in this case, so that's something I quite like about this engine, or Go, or I don't know, this project, I would say. Yeah, right. And then, yeah, basically have some variables for this white and black still have castling rights, which means like the king didn't move yet, the rook didn't move yet, and quite funny, the rook wasn't captured yet. Otherwise, you, like, I had one way where you can castle with like the knight of your opponent if the knight just captured your rook, which was strange. Yeah, then the en passant position. By the way, actually, this one should be white uppercase castle king as well, for Go standards. And yeah, then the en passant position is basically if you I don't have like that anymore, but basically the moment the white pawn moves 2 forward, this one is the en passant position, but the position afterwards doesn't have that anymore, so you have to immediately make use of the fact that you can capture it. Afterwards it's too late. And then I set this to -1. This half moves and next move. This may be also a bad name. It's basically just to counter how many half moves there are after capturing a piece or a pawn move, which is later relevant for some rules, but I haven't implemented that yet. And then I have the ID of the white king and the ID of the black king. That's just important for for checking if someone is in check. And then I have like a bool for is it check now or is it even double check now. And yeah, this one is quite interesting, which basically I used a 2D grid before, and then I don't have to deal with all this checking whether I'm over the edge. So basically, let's say the rook is at this position, it can't move to this position like via this and then wrapping around. So you need to know for each of the 8 directions how many squares there are till you reach the edge. And yeah, if you are in check but not in double check, there are some squares where you can move your pieces into to block the check, and also like have the ability to, like, basically you can either block the check or you have to move your king, right? But you also, what I had earlier today is if you have a queen, let's say you have like a white, I forgot whose turn is it. Okay, looks like it's black's turn. Oh, we're actually going into that direction. It's a stupid move, but basically you can't put this rook in between, and this king is not allowed to go like just a move backwards because it will still be in check, and that I just figured out today. I mean, I played chess for like some couple of years now, but normally humans don't think about that if they don't have to program it. Okay, yeah, then this one I will not go into for now. Creating a new board. Yeah, then displaying and stuff like that is not so important, but yeah, there is basically this fen notation, which I can also, sorry for the brightness. It basically just gives a string representation of the board, where you have like this, it starts from the top, which is my 0. Starts with like lowercase rook, knight, bishop, and so on, pawns, 8 empty squares, like the slash is always like next rank, and uppercase for white pieces. It's white's turn. White can castle both sides, like not at the moment, but they still have the right to castle. Black can castle both sides. There's no en passant position, and this is like half moves and full moves. But anyway, I hope that's still interesting for you. Okay. Oh, by the way, this is like the German side, but yeah, it's the same. Actually, I like the German side more because yeah, we have pictures. All right. Yeah, so I basically have the ability to like generate a fen and then use it either in Stockfish or some like websites to double check things, and I also like read get the board from a fen where I set everything up, which is like you basically need that for some kind of testing. Then I have this form of describing a move as a human, basically what we have seen here, b7 to b6, just starting an end square. Yeah, and then yeah, I don't want to go through all this like weird WebSocket stuff, which I always set up once and never touched again. And yeah, the interesting part is like this file, which specifies all kinds of like how the pieces are allowed to move. Oh, I just realized you can still see the chessboard and not the code. So basically there I define like north is 8 moves up, because I have this one-dimensional representation of it. Then south is 8 moves down, and so on. This is just for the bishop. And then I have also some IDs, like which one is the first. This get moves till edge that I've discussed before. Some helper functions, basically like combining the positions of all the piece IDs and combining the movements with these binary operators. And then yeah, the whole complicated part is basically this one. We check which one was the last color, to check for checks and stuff like that. And then like bishop, rook and queen are those sliding pieces, so they can't jump like knights. They don't have weird behavior like pawns, and they are not like important as kings. But yeah, they have some like the en passant stuff can only happen with sliding pieces, blocking like pins and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't want to go like through all of it. I think I don't know whether you're interested in it, but yeah, hopefully I've fixed all the bugs now, and we can start with promotion. One thing that I would like to do is to do some refactoring. Like for example, I think it makes sense to always talk something like current color or last color and current color or stuff like that, because I have some yeah, probably I haven't fixed all the bugs. So what did I want to say? Yeah, basically sometimes I have this copy pasted code, one for black and one for white, and all it changes is just like it has a black in its name and then it has white in its name, which I think is quite reasonable to get refactored later. But yeah, I want to work on promotion first, and then we can figure that out later. Are there any questions so far from my beloved audience? Well, I have a sip of water. All right. Yeah, I think. Let's see. I think it's actually like a reasonable starting position to check promotion. And yeah, I think I will do like, so what currently can happen. Whose turn is it, by the way? It's Black's turn. So oh, I'm in check. Okay, so currently it just like walks to that uh, rank, but doesn't get a queen. So I think what makes sense is to have the server decide that the clients can basically decide what to promote in, and yeah, for that I have this kind of dialogue here. I have to check how to use it actually, and yeah, I can receive some information from the server, like whether I click on it and want to see like the surroundings, like basically the movement or like the defending pieces. That's why I called it surroundings. And yeah, or just a move. So I think what we want is the following: promotion, and then I have this weird example that I found. I never used this show mod thing, but promotion dialog. So how is everyone doing in the chat? Let's see whether this works. And then we do let's just do this here. Promotion. Don't fill in anything else. Don't show that. And you have to remind me that you can't actually see what I'm programming, because I still have this board open. Okay. Okay. That actually kind of works. But I want to have some few lights in between. Actually, I can't cancel because I already made that move. I think that's kind of valid assumption. All right. So, okay, I have to. Okay, maybe I should put that here. And now you can see it. Okay, and then we can click on it and something should happen. Okay, I think that's a good start. All right, so we put the surroundings in again. And yeah, then we check is it a legal move, and here we probably want to get back. So this is like for castling, I sent back two moves, like the rook move and the single normal move, the king move in that case. Okay, so what we want is return like is promotion. And oh wait. Okay. I have to think about that a little bit more. So sorry about that again. So basically I want to like create the move or like check whether the move is legal, and then like in this case actually I want to know whether this is a promotion, and if it is a promotion then I want to, that makes more sense, is promotion, and if is promotion then I have to wait until we get something, which I don't know how to do that yet. Because I can only make the move once I know, basically once I know what kind of piece the user wants. So basically I think I would say is move equals to false, because we don't want to make a move. But instead we JSON promotion request, and this one takes also the move itself, and then can send the move back, which hopefully makes some kind of sense. It has to be uppercase. And probably can't do that. Like move piece ID. Move capture ID and move to. Okay. Actually, I can just use that. Okay. JSON promotion request. request. And then I can use just this. And so, okay. Fair enough. Okay, you move. This one will later also take like a promotion type thing. Okay, let's say later. Okay, so basically what we need is promotion and another boolean. Okay, and if boards pieces, piece ID, piece type equals to pawn, check for promotion. If that's like the XY position of 2. Basically y equals to 0 and is not black, because 0 is like the top row, and is not black as white. That's why I also like, I'm not a huge fan of the naming stuff that I did. So if you have any ideas. So basically you're not allowed to have like an unused variable in Go. So got that underscore there. And then we have is promotion is equal to true. I think that makes sense. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I actually have some arrows. Sorry. Okay. Oh yeah, I have like new move at kind of several other places. But I don't. Yeah, let's don't handle that for now, because I only want to have like the user interface first, and then can handle what the engine can do with it. That makes sense. Okay. How about now? Is promotion? Oh. Okay. Is promotion? Holds. Assignment mismatch. Okay. Chessboards. Okay. So it's black's turn. let's stop it. Oh no. Okay, and now I can say simple queen, no move. Ah, that worked. I mean, we don't have a queen yet, but we have something. Okay, now I think we have to go back to the JavaScript side. And I think I also give it some IDs. Promotion, rook, promotion, bishop, knight, queen. Okay, yeah. My JavaScript is really lousy. So let's add some promotion stuff. Basically, let's push queen. I hope that was correct, right? Okay. When we click on that, oh, and we kind of need some, I don't know. There are probably way better ways to do this. So all are 0, and now in this case we want to set them. So promotion, like piece ID is JSON object.piece ID. Global variable called to not being the smartest choice I ever made. Okay, oh, and I want to on drop. I want to have what is the difference between those two? Oh, I think I only need like this send move piece because the capture one will be filled later anyway. Oh, but I actually want this one. So I want to maybe I just want to move and say move to piece ID promotion queen. Yeah, I think something like this should work. Piece ID. I don't need those. No? Yeah, okay. And then I have a new move. And if we go here, oh, I really have to check the chessboard thing, that you don't see the chessboard at all times and then don't see anything. Sorry about that. So yeah, okay, basically I've just added this part here, we can promote to a queen, hopefully send it back and have this extra promotion thing here. And what we do then is I don't think I used this anymore. You have this JSON request, which is also like promote, which will be JSON promotion. Let's call it promote. Okay, and we also want to have this here, which is just a rule. Okay. How to continue? So then we have JSON object promote. No, actually not. I don't know why it's doing that, by the way. And this is promote rule, and it's a little bit weird to return false for is promotion when it's actually promotion, but we don't have to check like which piece gets involved anymore. Okay, needs promotion type. Let's call it that. Needs promotion type. Okay. Nice. Okay, now we have promotes. And I don't know what the empty one is actually. How to check if a room is empty? Probably just like equals to. Okay, we just try things out. Hence promotes. Okay, no, we actually have to Google. Default value is G0. Oh, okay, so I just do this. Okay, if promotes is not 0, then well, actually, okay, I can just put that in there, right? Okay, that is good. Okay, so now for all of them, I have to tell them first, don't promote. And here, so basically the first time we check, we return back promotion. Otherwise we have to move, and then we can make the move. Yeah, I think that's kind of valid. Probably have to do some more fixes here and there. And then show you the chessboard again. Okay, okay, and then just do something else. Simple queen. Okay. No errors. That's the only thing I wanted to check. Okay, because we haven't implemented anything yet, actually. Okay. Alright. Then we are at the move. You are spamming with your no errors message. Sometimes Nightbot is just crazy. You piece of cake. It's quite rude for bots. I hope my engine will not be that rude. Alright. Yeah, I know you can. Okay, let's do the hard work now. Okay, so temp move. So temp move is basically the thing that's for calculating the number of moves, the possible moves, like the test cases I have. I need this reverse move function, which basically just like you make a move and then you make the move back to make like the next move, and then you count the number of moves. And so I have this temp move, which basically does what move does, but doesn't update like some parts of it. There, the structure is also not super fixed, I think. Anyway, what I want to do now is, so this is basically, we move the piece to there, and in this case, it's probably a good idea to check promotion. If dot promotes is not equal to 0, then we actually piece type equals to m dot promotes. Oh, and then it's a queen, let's say. I will also have to tell that in the front end as well, but okay. And then we reverse the move. We have to do some extra hacking, but anyway, okay. So move, don't, and then simple queen. Okay, but it didn't move. Okay. Oh, I think this one doesn't actually work. I will remove the chessboard again. I think this one doesn't actually work. I was clicked. Okay, simple queen. Yeah. That is a problem, because I don't get anything back. Okay, so oh, JavaScript. No, it's actually my fault, but it actually gives me an error, which is quite fancy. Update button is not defined, because it should be called promotion queen. For everyone, don't just copy paste code from the internet. Hey, I was clicked, and then cannot unmarshal string into go struct. Okay, that's like the next thing. Of type cannot unmarshal string into go struct. Like this thing, but I can't. JavaScript doesn't have characters, right? I don't know. Let's try this again. Hey, I was clicked. Okay, then I would say we just return it as before. But here in our little JSON request, we can use integers. Let's just use integers. 0, no promotion. 1, queen. 2, rook. 3, bishop. 4, knight. I hope this gets not too confusing later on. Here. Okay. What else do we have? Okay, I forgot something, but let's run it and then we'll see where my arrow is. Yeah, exactly. So switch piece type. No, switch m dot promote case 1. It's 1 piece type is equal to queen. Rook, bishop, knight, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay, chessboard is back. Okay. Install this. Simple queen. Arrows clicked. Oh, I think I didn't change the index, right? Okay, what? And reload it. Arrows clicked. Now it moves there. And it has full power. It has queen power. Oh my goodness, that's nice. Okay, let's remove this thing here. It has queen power. That's awesome. Okay, but we also, like now, in this case, when we move the piece, we also want to have some more. Okay, let's switch, sorry for the brightness. Oh, here it's actually a queen now. Yeah, that makes sense. Because that's loading it from scratch again. Okay, so piece 8, we basically need to change the source. Okay, so move piece. Okay, and now if move.promote not equal to 0, do I have to? I always forget the. Okay. Piece dot no, that can't work. Image dot source or something like that. And then images, and then we also need the okay, maybe we just console log that and see whether that actually does something. Well, I didn't have to do that, but let's go back here. Frick, simple queen doesn't console log. Why not? Okay, maybe console. Oh, okay. Maybe the image source thing is just wrong. Because I actually think, yeah, we need to go into like the sub thing, like child. Okay. Let's check what piece is, and let's check what move is, and then we can walk from there in tiny steps. Oh, I have to actually restart it. Sorry. Okay. Let's. Whoa. Okay. Let's restart. Okay, and cannot access piece initialization. Whatever you mean. Okay, that makes sense. Well, that's actually quite a specific error for something as stupid as JavaScript. Okay, so we have this oh, we can do document get element by ID piece 8 because we have the piece ID, and then get children. I don't know. forget so many things. Child outs. No, it's actually is some kind of child, right? Oh, but actually we are in, like, this is what we get. Right. So just this. Huh. That's fancy. Okay. Easier than I thought. Okay, and now we are again too far away. Okay. Yes, I could just change this up so that we don't have to walk that far. Okay, but promote is still 0. Okay, that's actually wrong. Promote is still 0. How can that be? How can that be? Let's have a look. Oh, because we don't send promote. Move.promote. Oh, and we change this to have like a pawn here. I hope that makes sense. But if not, we'll see. Oh yeah. Okay, simple queen. And then we have black pawn, which is exactly what we want. Okay. Current source. I don't know, sometimes I use let, sometimes I use var, sometimes I don't use anything. But in JavaScript, everything is allowed, right? And then color. Current source dot split 1 if move.promote. Do we actually ooh, fancy. Move.promote. I don't want this. We have to use. Okay, break it seems. Now we want to have piece.source equals to. This is actually not what I want. I want to have 0, 1 dot split dot something like that. Which will be images, color, and then queen dot JPEG, PNG, whatever I used, PNG. And if we are very lucky, this will work. Okay. Who is ready? Okay, color was not correct. Current source. So look. this, please? Hmm. No, actually I have to reload it. Okay, again. Okay, because we have. Okay, actually want to have like the last of it, which will be let's parts. There's probably a proper way of doing this. Just about. This thing. I don't have a chess engine yet, but I'm working on one. That's the whole project. Length is not a function. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it's like parts.length, right? It somehow didn't seem to like it. Maybe I'm just wrong. Yeah, hello to YouTube, by the way. Cannot read properties, split of undefined. Let's delete that -1. We'll take a break. Yes! It's a queen! Oh my goodness, the queen has full power. Okay, I like that in Go, that it just auto-completes. Like, well, not auto-completes, it auto-formats, or like the editor plugin, IDE plugin, whatever, rook. But the switch statement is also like not shorter than just if. But okay, bishop. Like for my case, it's probably a better idea to use if statement, because I only have one line anyway, and it doesn't make it. It just makes it awful, probably. But sometimes you want to be fancy. Okay. Looks not too shabby. Okay, we have all of this. What we don't have is this. Queen. Rook. Bishop. It's my favorite. Yeah, should not copy paste that much code. But I don't know. Why not? Let's take a knight. Something fancy, and it is a knight. The knight has knight moves enabled. Oh, that's quite nice. I am happy. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Do you have any questions so far? Because I think after my OBS trouble, only streaming for like 1.5 hours now, but that's basically what I wanted to achieve, and I wanted to be done by now. So um, it's I might stream again the next days, but I never know. Um, and then we will do the back end stuff of this, so like reverse move of promoting and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, thanks everyone for checking out the stream. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new. Hope my Go code is not too ugly. And yeah, maybe see you in the next one. And special thanks to my Patreon subscribers. Check the link in on Twitch. I don't think I have something on that like that on YouTube, to be honest. If you want to support me, want to support my blog or the streams, yeah, my blog is opensource.es, where I blog about mostly Julia stuff, but I will also add a blog post about the news, the new chess engine. But yeah, mostly Julia content, but maybe I will mix it up a little bit with Go content now. So yeah, have a nice rest of the day, night, weekend, wherever you are, and see you in the next one.